Either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
Mike. Ready. Blue ready. 59. We got it. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready. Black, take this out. Man, I got you. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the shot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Newton now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And give him a gain of 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Show it up.
From the red zone now, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Flag 22. Flag 54. Flag 54.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That one is caught by Hunt. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. Flag 25. 54. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check it back. Green, 17. Kill.
From the gun, Winston gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike, check, 59.
From the 39, Winston. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, he's got Burton here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 180. I got one.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the end. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check the hot read. He's checking. Crash. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check curls. Mike 54.
Jameis to throw it. It's complete to Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On the delay, here's Hunt, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up. Shoot.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Bears 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's go.
From the 31, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, it's caught. Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's it. 180. 45. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Joker, 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 Joker. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. No. 8. Check 31. Check. 8. Slam. Check 9.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
We own them. Watch 20 weapons. Check.
Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 45. Come on, D. Great. Check 45 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
58.
From the gun, Newton completes it to Samuel. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, that's it. We got 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Let's bring it. Gun. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. What? Hey. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Deuce. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing again. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 45's the mark. And we got to get to the 20. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check.
From the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
To throw again, Newton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Check 45's the mic. The mic. Now watch one.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 1st down, here's White. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You ain't got nothing. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st down, Chicago.
Ready. White 25. Check. 59. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Check. What about the high? Watch it slap. Watch it slap. Watch it slap. Kill. Flip. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bruce Irvin, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long for Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
What is it? 180. 8. Get off the field, defense. 45, Mike. 45, shot. Watch the curves. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. 45.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Newton. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Greg. Express.
Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Gun.
45. Watch the run. Watch the run.
20.
Switch. Check three. Check 52. Jim.
Throwing again. Newton gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Again, Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch out.
Pick the edge. Go.
Now White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again. 20. Here I come again. 58. Mike. Get him. 58. Right over there. Yeah.
From the gun, Newton. That's complete to Meredith. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. 180. 45. You don't want none, baby.
On first down, White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Shift.
staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
20.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 13. Check 13.
8.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
45 is Mike. He's tired of you. Check 3. Check 3. Shift. Go.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's coming again.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Back to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check 59. I got him. 49. Check 49. Check. Fresno. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
Let's convert.
Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Ready. Black, right there.
54 Mike. Check.
Follow.
Now Winston gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Panthers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, and it feel like